Hello everyone, Matt Franklin here, Commercial Director at Avasam. This is last week's bestsellers and this week's top 10. 4th to the 11th of September, here we go, number 5. Oh my god, isn't it scary? Right, okay, so Halloween is actually kicking off. We've got quite a few of you sourcing and selling the Halloween gear. We've got a banner on the homepage that makes it easy for you to go and source just Halloween products. The product that I actually listed last week is already at number 5, so the 67-inch outdoor talking circus clown. It says some really scary things. Supplier 126, 25.38, and it's free postage. Number 4, garden sheds. Not surprised about this category doing well at this time of year, with people trying to find space to put all their gear over the winter months. It's from Supplier 108. They've got plenty of different sheds, so this happens to be a certain size, but there are different options and different colours as well. £322.79. This is an important thing about Avasam. We don't just sell very low priced products, and actually when you think about it, selling this product, you can probably make a good couple of £100 profit on this. And just think how much you'd have to work to maybe do some lower price products. So always worth splitting your strategy between fast moving goods and products that make you enough money, which is what all the top sellers do, to be honest. Number 3, yeah, it's the back end of the season, but because of the good weather, again, I'm not surprised that we're still selling garden furniture. Plenty of garden furniture on the platform from lots of different suppliers. 126 is one, 108 is another. And again, as proof of what I've just said about pricing, this one's £539. So this will be retailing probably £899, £999 even. So yeah, always worth having a look through. Again, don't just copy everyone else. Go and have a look at the products there with some really good imagery and also a little bit different. Number 2, closed post. Now I don't know if this is linked to back to uni or whether it's just the time to be able to sell these. To be honest, they do sell near enough all year round. Supplier 76 has got a range of products for the garden and also for laundry. £16.38 free postage. Number 1, it's the air fryer. It was the pick of the week. That's obviously working well for you guys. Any feedback you have on whether promotions are working or whether you want to see more of a certain category, just email me, matt@avasam.com, and I can see if I can make it happen. This one has... this one's from Supplier 126. They've got plenty of different options. This just happens to be one of them. Things to look out for. Sorry, skip backwards a little bit. So things to look out for. We're still running blockbuster deals at the moment. So if you click on that banner, you'll go to a page where it sources all the deals that are running at the moment in September. The pick of the week this week, based on the success of Halloween, is a 2.1 metre tall pumpkin man. Just £16.58. That's 20% off and runs until the 25th of September. Well worth having a look at that range of products. The inflatables, I think they'll be selling an awful lot of those products. And as I mentioned, we've got the Halloween products banner on there at the moment. The other thing to have a look at is every time we got some feedback from one of the sellers. So every time you now go to a product page, halfway down the page where you've got short description, long description, specifications, there's a supplier terms box now. Now, if you're sourcing from a supplier for the first time, you'll be asked to verify that you've read those terms and conditions. And what I've done is I've tried to be a little bit more precise in terms of what the terms and conditions are in terms of change of mind returns and also faulty returns. Some vary, most of them follow the Avasam standard rules, but it's good to have that information. It also says whether they offer the returns labels. Now we're going to try and get that in a filtered way, so you'll be able to filter suppliers or products with whether they've got returns labels or not. So again, if you think that's a good idea, if you can drop me an email, that'd be fantastic, and then I can make that happen quickly. Okay, so 11th of September, my top 10 for this week is a little bit of a mix of autumn and Halloween. So pansies are probably Supplier 118's top selling products at this time of year. We're going into a whole new range of products with bulbs and winter plants. £14.23. So the difference here is they're garden ready plugs, and basically what that is the size of the plug. So in the spring you tend to get much smaller sizes plugs, whereas these, they can be planted out straight away into baskets and planters, and they will survive the winter into the spring. Adds a nice little bit of colour as well to the gardens at the moment. £14.23 and free postage. And with Supplier 118, I would always say to you, you need to make sure that you're comparing apples with apples with this supplier, because even themselves, they separate their postage, and it can work out extremely expensive when you put everything in your basket and you work out how much the postage is. Whereas for us, we've told them that we just want their postage in with the cost of the product. So don't always think you're uncompetitive with their products. To always compare, including postage. Number 2, this promotion is going to run out very soon from Supplier 182. It's 50% off their products at the moment. CBD, you need to do a bit of investigating in terms of how to sell the product properly, but there's a lot of copy and content and imagery on their products. £18.75 is an amazing deal. You get 3 in this bundle, free postage. Another product which you may think is a bit random, but there's science behind this. So there's gardeners will start buying tea lights, and the reason why they're doing that is it's a real cheap way to keep greenhouses at a certain temperature. I think what happens is they put the tea light inside an upside down crock or terracotta pot, and that becomes a heater then, and it just keeps the greenhouse above freezing point whenever we get to that point. So it's well worth investigating this. Also with Halloween and things like that, people will put these inside the pumpkins outside their house or on their windowsill. So well worth having a look at this. I had a look round, and a pack of 50 unscented goes for somewhere around about $4.99 or $5.99. So you should be able to make some good margin from this. Okay, another candle, but a different type of candle. So this is Vampire Tears from Supplier 117. They've got a whole range of Halloween type scary stuff, including Ouija cushions and God knows what else. £6.24, £3.99 postage. And basically it's a black candle, and when it's lit, the red falls down like it's blood. But it's quite neat, and it sold quite well last year. Next one is from Supplier 123. We don't often mention them, but we got Moonlight, again linked in with Halloween. 20% off at the moment, £5.44 and just £2.55 postage. Number 6, well, barbecue season's been extended this year, so well worth having a look at the new Supplier 185. A range of spices individually packed in pouches, or you can buy these kind of gift boxes. Perfect at this time of year, going into again Guy Fawkes night and fireworks displays in Diwali, for just flavouring not just sausages but other food or vegetables. Well worth having a look at this range of products. £9.35 and £1.99 postage. I think the postage is next day delivery as well on that. Okay, something that people's been picking up on, especially recently with all this hot weather, is the noise of fans overnight. And it can, with the hot weather, you've got a choice of dealing with the hot weather or dealing with the noise of a fan. So there's a number of fans on the platform at the moment which claim to be quiet. Need to maybe have a look at the specifications for each one. I believe something around about 35, 36 decibels is classed as whisper quiet. £30.30 is a good price for a tower fan anyway in its own right, but because it's quiet, I think it's well worth still listing these products at the moment. And obviously, while you're doing that, you can look around for the heater deals as well that are on the platform. And then we're coming into harvest time for lots of different fruit in terms of grapes, apples and pears. There's a couple of these fruit and wine presses, and again, I think a lot of people are probably doing grow your own this year. Supplier 108 has got different versions of the wine and the fruit and wine presses. This one's I think the cheapest one, and it goes up to almost industrial level. £39.77. Well worth having a look at those. Don't forget to, if you're going to go down this road, see if there's any Kilner storage jars or jam jars that are on the platform as well for storage. Okay, something that's been out of stock for a little while, and an update on compost. So at the beginning of the year, I think I mentioned that there was a rule that was going to come into play with peat-free compost at the end of this year. That's been pushed back, and it's basically been pushed back because of the feedback from the gardeners and the growers that peat-free compost is quite hard to actually, especially with the hot weather, is quite hard to grow product in. Supplier 118 has brought back the twin pack deal of the 50 litre professional compost, which has already got a good quantity of wood fibre in there, but it is one of the best composts in the market. They actually grow their own nursery plants in this compost as well. It's 6% off at the moment, £16.85 and free postage. And what I've also done there is it's this time of year where gardeners are also looking at compost bins. So there's plenty of compost bins and compost makers on the platform at the moment. I've just given you another code that you might want to have a look at as well. And at number 10, we haven't mentioned them for a long time, but the TT950. So this range of phones from supplier 88, I've put an extra one in there, it's just supplier 88. If you have a look at TT anyway, or TT phones, you'll see the whole range. But basically, it's a range of phones aimed for senior citizens and people that struggle with more complicated phones. It doesn't have to be an older generation using these phones. It's just a nice, low price flip phone. Well worth listing these on anyway, especially if you're selling other mobility products. They're good quality, they're easy to use, they've still got some of the functionality. So my wife's mom is 86 and she's been using this phone with WhatsApp, and it's quite easy to use. £65. This is a bundle that includes a car charger and a dock charger and a SIM card as well. The SIM card's just to allow someone to top up. It's not actually got money on there already, but I think it's a Vodafone SIM card. But well worth having a look at these ranges of phones. I think there'll be more phones being listed as well from them. But yeah, it's a nice story, and again, what I've been saying about being different to other sellers and having ranges that aren't everywhere, and because of the price, you can make some pound notes margin rather than percentage margin. Consider that all the time. And that's it for this week. So hopefully nice little stories for you there, and some improvements to the site as well this week. So take care. Hope you have a good week, and I will speak to you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Why dropship with Avasam? Avasam is the UK's only multi-channel, fully automated dropshipping marketplace. We connect professional online sellers to brand owners and optimize sales via established e-commerce platform partners, such as eBay. Our sellers generate sales and handle front-end customer support for your brand. And we automate the order flow, payments, shipping instructions, inventory synchronization to ensure that all orders are reliably fulfilled. When you're on the platform, you'll see many products from 18 categories: fitness, fashion, health and beauty, food, technology, across multiple brands. Avasam has earned multiple nominations and awards from 16 categories from recognised e-commerce and business institutions. Sign up or book a call today. Go to www.avasam.com And if you're a supplier, go to suppliers and book a call with myself for a platform demo. If you're a seller or interested to be a seller, there's lots of resource on the platform, but have a look at the free trial and sign up today.